Hello everybody, and welcome back to another One Piece Burning Blood video. My name is Silvokiji, and this is TheZoneGamingGo. So, as always, before we actually continue with this video, I'd like to tell you that the Fortune Cup is this Sunday, so it's going to be September the 26th, as well as the Frankie competition, or the Frankie character event, will be October the 3rd or October the 2nd, having it actually fully decided, as well as Let It Ride tournament being in Discord. So you check that out on Discord and look at the official date for Let It Ride. I believe it's sometime in the end of October. I'm not quite sure, and I really don't want to tell you some otherwise. The Let It Ride tournament is limited to 16 players. The Fortune Cup is limited to 8 players. There will be prize money or credit given in Let It Ride, but the Fortune Cup is just for Fortune's, entertainment, so there won't be a prize for that. But we'll have a lot of new players participating. And in other news, Decidia will be doing a tournament next month. So check that out as well. We will try our best to get that started. Myself and ASAP will be participating in the tournament. Maybe Rohawk, we have to see. Commentary will be provided. Okay, so this video is going to be Flip Kick, or Cartwheel Kick, and for Koala. So Koala has a ton of different moves at her disposal. A lot of moves that make her go near the opponent. Primarily, I want to talk about her auto combo here, which 2 hits takes a considerable amount of distance. Look at that. Look at that. 1-2. That is great distance. Like that right here, from this distance here, you're gonna get a hit off your second blow. You know, you go over here, you're gonna get a hit off your first blow, and even if your opponent's like, oh, what is he gonna do? Bam, bam, it happens so quickly that they really can't react to it. But that's not what we're actually really talking about here. We're just talking about the main tool she used to get close. Not her special movement. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about her down unique. We're gonna talk about her cartwheel kick. The cartwheel kick, you utilize it by pressing the triangle button or a unique button, depending on what controller you're actually pressing on. What the cartwheel kick does, it allows Koala to actually propel to her opponent and perform a kick motion. If done up close to the opponent, Koala will of course go beyond the opponent. You can kind of see how Koala kind of standardizes herself a little bit before fully going around her opponent used up close. And this can be caught by players if they react quick enough to it, if they're kind of predicting the cartwheel kick. But in most cases they're not, and you're going to go above your opponent. Now of course this can be worked as an anti-air, and it can also be used as an anti-air, so you probably have to be wary of that, because you know your opponent might try to jump it, or they might try to do their own anti-air variant like Whitebeard, Sengoku, you know, stuff like that, or Barto for example, which you probably never see, but you know, just an example. So one of the things about the cartwheel kick that we really want to talk about primarily is how it can move on to her connections. The cartwheel kick is very much utilized because it allows her to go through interruptions like, you know, most characters you can need. So after her A2, she can do the cartwheel kick. I believe it's after the A4 as well, she can do the cartwheel kick. I don't know about A3. Okay, so yeah, so it's A2, A3, and A4, she can do a cartwheel kick. Now, I do know for a fact that after 5th, she cannot do it. So it's A2 through 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the cartwheel kick works really well in terms of, you know, as a mix-up tool. Because when you do it, you basically propel yourself in the air, make yourself immune to certain lows, and you also get the advantage by getting behind your opponent. This works really well against characters like Garp, Gecko, and even Enel, because generally those characters will be facing forward to you most of the time. With the flip kick, it allows you to go beyond your opponent, and while they're doing whatever the hell they're doing, you're just like, hey, I'm going to get special movement, I'm going to go in, and I'm going to interrupt, and I'm going to beat the crap out of you. So it's just kind of like that. Now, the cartwheel kick hitbox or hurtbox is a little bit wary. Because the last hit is what actually performs the attack. So depending on the height of the character, you might not even get a hit, even if you get the maximum distance off. See, there we go, there's the hit on it. And when you do get the hit, you can of course initiate a combo, because you know your opponent can't do anything about it, so they're just gonna have to take it and deal with it. And which is really cool, it's like after her ranged attack here, you can perform the flick kick for interruption as for free, and this will also allow you to actually get away from your opponent. So if your opponent is actually blocking, let's put the person in block stance real quick. There we go. If they're actually blocking throughout this whole reaction here, you can do your attack. You're like, okay, I'm going to do a flip kick now. And you know, you just go beyond your opponent and now you're safe. That's just how it is. Now, if you want to do something different, kind of go for a range attack here, go for a flip kick, go up, and then special movement to hit from the back. If your opponent isn't blocking in time, you can do stuff like that. It allows her to go beyond. Now, low kick also kind of has that advantage over her as well, depending on the size of the opponent. She can easily kind of like, if she can actually create a little bit of the distance, she can do really well in that. But what flip kick actually does is that it also allows her to kind of get that angle. So if you're against a wall or something and you actually perform the cartwheel kick and actually go to low kick, you can potentially catch your opponent off guard with a powerful back hit or side hit depending on the angle of which you are currently on. So it works really well in walls, especially if you put yourself into a wall, which is really odd. I know it's odd, but it works really well in that category. So when utilizing the cartwheel kick, you primarily kind of want to use it as just a trick tool or mix-up. Most of the time, you're not really going to be getting combos off of it just because how much of a evasion tool it is. Koala is an evasion speed type character. So with her low kick as well as her cartwheel kick, she performs these safety options to kind of maneuver around her opponent, get their blind spots, and just kind of like beat them in there. So another thing we want to talk about is let's actually pull Koala out of here. And let's bring in Puma. Ooh, my R2 button is messed up. So the cartwheel kick, when done against giant type characters, will always hit. There is no jumping over it or anything like that because they're too big. Koala can't jump that high, so she's always going to perform the cartwheel kick on the endpoint value. So this is a scary situation. So I didn't talk about this early on, but the cartwheel kick actually works really well as a switch out catcher. So if your opponent tries to switch out with a character, especially with a big character, literally Koala, because of her assortment of different moves, she makes it impossible to do it. She can continuously punish you just by doing a cartwheel kick. And because how safe it almost is and how fast she actually is, she can just keep on going. Like, it's such a scary moment. This is what we literally call a vortex, because it's just, she keeps you in this thing. Especially if even if you're blocking and everything, you have to look for an opportunity because you press the wrong button. She can just low kick. You know, she can evade your autos, you know, do the low kick. She can do the cartwheel kick to evade your autos, if depending on who you are. If you try to go for an anti-air, she can go for her A's. So it's a very scary situation. With this move being present, it makes it so your opponent doesn't know what to do because it pops out so fast. So it can be used as an anti-air tool, it can be used as an anti-switch tool, it can be used as a mix-up tool, it can be used as a combo tool, which, like I said before, primarily in there really is used as a combo tool. Evasion, yeah, but not really combo-ish. Okay, that's pretty much it for the Koala cartwheel kick video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it and possibly learned something from this video. If you like more of the move videos, let me know. If you have a suggestion for a move you want me to explain thoroughly, let me know. Until then, enjoy playing One Piece Burning Blood and have a nice day.